this is how it's going to look. Ready? So let's just turn it on, say hi to everybody. And part two will say, please help me out. Press this button. You can practice pressing it. And hold it down. And hold it. As soon as you hear it, you're going to lean into it and I'll tell you what to say. Good practice. All right. Hello, everybody. Give me a wave if you can hear me. Hello. Awesome. Welcome to the Tesla Coil, everyone. All right. Before I turn this light off up here, I want you guys to notice the top of this thing. You see the discoloration up there. It's not just from the electricity. This thing's about 100 years old. I'll get into the history a little bit later. You can see with something that's dealing with heat and that's that old, it's very possible for it to catch on fire, and it is once, but don't worry, we're all safe now. But the thing is that I'm not going to be turning it on and leaving it on. I'm going to be turning it on for short bursts or a little time here and a little time there, just so that we can keep this thing safe and everybody will be able to get good footage. So, second, the only thing I ask, the only pet peeve, and it's really like just a common courtesy thing. You see the lights are off in there. It's going to be bright enough for you to see everything because it's electricity. So please turn off your flash. Police each other. It's a glass that we're pointing your flashes at. Please turn them off because no one wants to film your flash, and you're just going to film your flash as well. So with that being said, let's do this.
Hang on.
No. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us at the Griffin Observatory today. It's a beautiful day outside. In here we have our Tesla coil. This thing was designed by Nikola Tesla. It was not particularly used by him, but he was there for the overseeing of this particular device and its construction. What this thing is supposed to do is give us free electricity. What Nikola Tesla wanted was to take out the wires in general and just use an electromagnetic field in order to power all of our stuff, which is cool, but unfortunately there's some drawbacks to it, at least with this device. The main one is that if you want just one thing charged, you're going to get everything charged around you. There's no direct line of charging. Now, I'm not going to sit here and talk about it all day, but I will tell you how we're going to get to the charge really fast before I turn it on. First, it's just 120 volts that kicks this thing off. 120 volts gets pushed into a converter box. That converter box kicks that voltage up to about 10,000 volts of electricity. From there, it gets pushed over to the charger plate here. Now that charger plate is the most dangerous thing in this entire thing, which is why it has high amperage. And that thing, that's what really gives you the shocks. But from there, 10,000 volts gets shot up into these copper wires here, this coil. It makes its way all the way up to the top. And by the time it gets to the top, it is up to 500,000 volts of electricity, 500,000 volts pulsating around there. That creates the electromagnetic field that lights all of our stuff. Now, before we get into it, I'm going to have my friend here help me out. Parsha, right? Parsha's going to help me out, and my thumbs are hurting, so I need you guys to help me out with him, okay? Give him some energy, and he's going to turn this thing on for us, all right? All right, perfect. Now count down with me. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going, keep going. Awesome. Everybody give him a round of applause. All right, so thank you very much, buddy. Now, as you can see, there's basically a big light bulb in there that's turning on by itself. Now, there are no wires attached to that thing when I turn it on. There's no wires attached to that thing when I turn it on. Watch what happens when I press this button. 3, 2, 1. That's technical time is absolutely wireless. But you can see the other drawback with having just an electromagnetic field charging up your devices or turning on your lights is that it's not going to be consistent. It's traveling through airwaves. As you can see that Tesla coil sign is blinking back and forth. Back in the day, they wanted us museum guys to get close to this thing with a light bulb and then drift away from it. Now I'm very happy that we don't have to do that because I don't want I don't want to be a dude. All right, just to be honest. So also you understand that it doesn't seem that comfortable seeing that lightning flying around, right? Or seeing that electricity flying around. It looks just like lightning from a lightning storm. It's because of the color, right? The color is purplish blue, and the reason for that is because we have a lot of nitrogen in our atmosphere. Just like in the thunderstorm, you see lightning come down, it's the same thing happening. Nitrogen is getting ionized in that cage. But we don't have to worry about the electricity coming to us because we have this beautiful cage in front of us. It's called a Faraday cage. A Faraday cage is taking all of that electricity and grounding it for us, keeping that whole electromagnetic field there. Also, we all have Faraday cages in our homes. Did you know that? Our microwaves are all Faraday cages. Now, I have an experiment, but it's parental supervision only. Basically, put your phone in the microwave, don't turn it on. Put the phone in the microwave, call the phone, and then watch the phone call get canceled out because of the Faraday cage inside. Now, once again, I can't stress, do not turn the microwave on. I don't want you coming back to the observatory mad at me about anything. With that being said, I'm just going to turn this thing on one more time so you can get the idea of turning the microwave on. Okay. 3, 2, 1. So Nikola Tesla wanted this thing on in all of our lives. He wanted to put this on the corners of our city blocks, make it 200 feet tall and just power everything around it. Now, like I said, good on paper, but it's not the most comforting thing to see. The electricity flying over your head when you're trying to live your life outside. Or imagine you come home from a long day at work and you're just chilling out, you're ready to put the kids to bed and everything. You're just going to sit down and binge watch TV, and the next thing you hear is property value down. So with that, it didn't really work out. It's because of the inverse property rule as well. So the get to something, the closer you get to the device, the more effective it is. The further away you get, the less effective. So for instance, something like this, 200 feet tall, you have a house. The first house is going to be perfect, ton of energy. Everybody's loving that person. Second house, same deal. Third house, maybe lights flicker a little bit, but the fourth house is probably going to be hanging out with the first, second, third house whenever there's something on TV or something. So, not the most efficient thing. Also, like I said, that lightning isn't that fun, but Tesla wanted to show his colleagues that the lightning, or I keep saying lightning, the electricity flying around was not dangerous, because it's just voltage, not amperage, or high amperage. And all you needed was a grounding pole in order to make sure that you didn't know when you got shocked. In order for him to convey that message, he locked himself in the room with the Tesla coil, turned it on. There's actually a picture on this panel over here if you guys want to see it after this. And he turned it on and put it on full blast, and he sat in the room and just read the paper. And afterwards, when he walked out, his colleagues saw him glowing from the electricity. They called him a mad scientist afterwards. But yeah, he proved the point, but at what cost? With that being said, you guys are amazing. I'm really glad that I got to show this off to you guys. I'm going to turn it on one more time, and if you have any questions about what to do, if this is your first time at the observatory, come over and ask me. I will happily give you the whole rundown of what to do here. All right, here we go. For the last time, 3, 2, 1.